That's what's wrong with our country. The Iranian people have never been our enemy. That's what my book was about. When I wrote the book in 2005, I said Iran is not the enemy. You see the title of my book? I said the CIA is the problem. They're playing games. This book was endorsed by Jim Woolsey. 3-page letter, the former director of the CIA.
I had him on the podcast.
He's a great guy.
And the book was endorsed by Jack Caravelli, Al Gore, CIA.
Focusing on the action. I want you guys to focus on the pattern, right? It's just like the beginning. And they met the Indians, and they brought, trinkets, linens. They brought gift to the Indians. They represent themselves as peaceful, but turn around and murdered everybody, right? This is the pattern of these people.
Iran offered to give away all of its enriched uranium during the peace talks. And hours later, the U.S. started dropping bombs. And The Guardian broke yesterday that there were British officials, the British National Security Advisor was present in Geneva during that last round of talks. The British were surprised by the Iranian offer. They thought it was credible. They thought the talks should continue. And the British were shocked when the Trump administration started bombing.
I would have came down and give you the chance, or ask us to, would you ever give those people a chance to rule ever again? I would say no. Never again. We don't want no colonizer ruling this earth, right? Everything is destroyed. Family is destroyed. All we do is work until we die, right? I mean, the dating pool is horrible. You can't even match the energy no more with somebody else because everybody is suspect. Everybody is on defense mode. The earth is ruined. So you guys did a bad job. And the fact that, you throw the rock and hid your hand, you did all this just to run back into your bunkers thinking you're going to be safe.
The underground base and city infrastructure and transportation system that's been built. And
I'm sorry?
Yes. So we have built an extraordinary number of underground bases and supposedly transportation systems. Some of these are documented as part of the national security infrastructure. I think there are many more.
In the United States?
In the United States, on all over the world. From 2021 to 20.
Your rules is over. The world is caught on to what you've been doing. It don't matter what you do from now on. No one will ever trust you. In fact, the second anybody get in power, they're gonna make sure that they put their foot.
Let me make something perfectly clear. The war ends when Iran says it does. What Trump says doesn't mean anything. Markets are moving on him saying, oh, it's gonna be quick, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. Why are you listening to him? Why? I can't believe any market is listening to Donald Trump. You got to be joking. You act like he's determining how long this war goes on. He is not. Iran is going to decide how long this goes on. Because Iran can have this go on for years and years and years. Donald Trump can't. Donald Trump doesn't even know what to do next. So he's trying to get out as fast as possible, and Iran knows that. They know he's a dummy. They know the longer this plays out, the worse it's going to be for him. So is Iran even thinking about ending this? No. Why would they? They've had their leaders killed, and the guy that's a leader now had his wife killed. They're thinking about what to do next month, the month after that, the month after that.
That's a promise. Look how many presidents that started the war. These are the presidents since back then that was causing trouble, right? All of these presidents right here have caused a lot of sorrows, right? So, now it's Cuba.
Cuba right now is relying on help from Mexico. As we speak, we're told Mexico is sending 2 ships carrying more than 800 tons of humanitarian aid. Cuba's facing one of the worst crises in its history, partly because of its inefficient centralized economy, but also because of the recent U.S. sanctions, which do not allow countries to sell fuel to the island. On the way now from Mexico, those ships carrying food and hygiene products. Mexico says it's going to restart sending oil to the island. This fuel shortage is now affecting travel and tourism on the island. The Cuban government has notified international airlines that they will.
Cuba, you just going crazy at this point. Because you know why? Your time is up. You don't have no more rules. You're never going to beat Iran, right? It's over. The only thing you could do is take back your army, right? And come back to the United States and focus on oppressing the black and the Hispanic, like you always did. Nothing ever changed. But I'm gonna tell you something. You forever going to look over your shoulder. Now, if they bring this type of stuff to us, while you at home, you may be at work one day, they turn off the electricity because they're gonna play with us. Eventually they're gonna start playing with us, right? So here's a few pointers on how to get lights in your house, just in case you don't have any light.
If the power goes out in your home and you don't have any lamp, flashlight, or candle available, place a small layer of rice at the bottom of the container. Then add a little water until it completely covers the rice, forming the perfect base for our improvised candle. The rice will serve as a firm support to keep the cotton swab standing upright, preventing it from falling or moving. After that, pour a little oil over the rice, just enough to lightly cover the top. The oil is what keeps the flame burning for a long time. Now take a cotton swab and dip one end into the oil. Once everything is in place, simply light the tip of the cotton swab. In just a few seconds, you will have an improvised candle working perfectly, lighting up the room in a surprising way. And the most impressive part is that this homemade candle can last more than 10 days. Remember this simple trick. I hope you enjoyed this tip, and see you in the next.
It get terrible. These people are not gonna stop. We see the pattern. I don't even know why we trust these people anymore. I don't even know why we go to their basketball games and football games. At this point, pay attention to what's around you, around the world, and see that it's collapsing. These people are no good. This is the reason why they destroy hip-hop. This is the reason why they destroy the family system. Yet you don't want to, a lot of y'all just want to party. Y'all want to escape reality every weekend.
The world is now pulling the rug out from under the U.S. The dollar is going to collapse. The dollar is going to be replaced by gold. Central banks are buying gold to back up their currencies. They're getting rid of dollars. They're getting rid of treasuries. We are headed for an economic crisis, again, that will make the 2008 financial crisis look like a Sunday school picnic. The biggest difference between the crisis that we're about to have and the one we had back then is this one is all in America. It's not going to be exported to the rest of the world. It's not a global